What up, y'all? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports, the podcast for the fans, by the fans. And today we talking KD, NCAA top 25. Who's going to be the worst team in the NFL? Our offense and defensive rookie of the year. And you guessed it, who's that baller? Next on I Said It Sports. Subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for the new subscribers. Please subscribe. What up, y'all? Welcome back to I Said the podcast for all things sports. I'm your host, Chris, and I got the whole crew with me today. What up, y'all?
What up?
Nothing much.
What up?
Everybody give it up for Brianna. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Thank y'all.
So very welcome. We all took a shot off camera, so it's still in my throat there a little bit, but it's all good.
Flashbacks.
For Brianna, because it is her birthday, we're gonna talk about her favorite guy. Her favorite guy, KD. Some new news has dropped about KD, the owner over in London. And apparently he reiterated that he wants to be traded. And the only way for him to stay is, I quote, apparently through league sources, is that the owner will have to fire the coach and the GM. And we all know that's not happening at this point. One, he could have came out and said that, but hey, it's his prerogative, his career, whatever you want to do. So Brianna, how do you feel about your guy?
I want to go first. I want y'all to go
first. Lady.
Yeah, so I'm trying to lay it up for you.
I want to hear what everyone else has to say.
She really just waiting on you, Chris. Go on and say your piece, bro.
Let me get mine out of the way. Dog. I ain't trying to catch none of the crossfire, bro. Nah. Man, look, bro. My boy KD just really don't want to be in Brooklyn for some strange reason, man. I don't know what it is. Like, it could be a multitude of things. It could be the whole Kyrie thing. It could be the Ben Simmons thing. It could be exactly what he say. He could be like, man, I don't like the direction that the team is going, which I could understand if I was 34 years old, I'm like towards the end of my prime, and I gotta get what I can get. My only thing is, damn it, KD, you knew that before you signed the contract, man. Like, why sign the contract if you was gonna go through all of this? Like, I understand, man, get your money. But if it's that bad, then it's bigger than the money because you ready to leave right now. So I wouldn't even sign the extension in the first place. But what I will say is, since you signed that extension, you at least owe them boys 1 year, man. Them boys gave you a contract with a year of rehab, let you rehab, and then after that, you only played 90 games, dog. 90. That being said, he was KD in them 90 games. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like since you signed it, man, you got to at least give him 1 year, bro. Run it one time, dog. One time with the new contract. If you still feel the same way, man, go ahead and bounce out, man. But you done signed the contract. That's my biggest thing. I don't see nothing wrong because, I don't know, this new James Harden opened the door for craziness. And now, before the next CBA, if a player gonna do something crazy, hey, you better get it out now. When it's time for the next CBA, it's gonna fuck around and be a lockout because the owners is gonna be like, look, bruh, ain't no long-term deals. We about to start giving these dudes these 2 year, we'll pay you a lot of money, for these 2 years, but if you just gonna leave because you feel like it, which at the same time, it's kind of like what the owner's been doing. Hey, we feel like we don't need you no more, and we'll just ship you off when you want to. But that's a story for another day. Man, KD, run it back for 1 year, man, and just see how it go, bro. That's all I got to say.
All right. You want to go, Sean? Sean, you want to go ahead?
Nah,
what did he say?
He said you
go ahead, bro.
Okay.
I go after you.
Like, there's a lot. I think it's funny that now the GM and the coach has to be gone when, like, he signed off on the coach. And he went there because the GM was there and he liked what they was doing and where they were going. I just feel like it didn't go the way he wanted it to go, maybe, or it just they haven't had a smooth run any of the years that he's been there. A lot of it is all self-inflicted. You know, they said they don't need a coach, all this stuff. It's crazy because, like, I think if they would have made James stay, he probably wouldn't have said anything. But they let him go. And they shouldn't have let him go either. Like, if that's what we're doing, like, and he had a player option anyway, like, we'll just ride it out and let you decide at the end of the season what you gonna do. But they went on ahead and traded him, I guess, because it was the last year, technically the last year of the deal or whatever. And I think it just made KD be like, all right, so it's that easy. And, like, maybe he was mad that they didn't stand tall on that one. So he's like, I'm done. You never could have saw the Kyrie situation going the way it went with the vaccine and everything, because that was all new. Everybody's tired of talking about it, and nobody acts like it's still a thing. But that was still an all new thing, and it didn't even last a full basketball season. Like, they put all that stuff in place, and it was over before a year was up. So it just caused problems for 6 months on a large basketball scale. So give everybody something to talk about, and then it just disappears. So it just looks like it's all Kyrie's fault, and it's like, that's a different situation. Whether you think he was right or wrong for doing it, the situation itself has never been dealt with before. Everybody dealt with it how they wanted to. It just derailed the season. I totally agree it derailed the season. I just believe the James Harden trade is the one that made him say, I'm done. Also, I do believe there has to be like a number of players in the league that I would say who wouldn't want to play with Ben Simmons. Like, you might be cool on the outside saying Ben Simmons is cool and, yeah, man, I think he could do us right and he's this and he's that. Like, if you've ever won anything on any level and played with a dude like Ben Simmons, you know that ain't the dude that wins stuff on any level. Like, he's really good. They don't win anything because he's not a high-pressure guy. Like, that's just not what he is as a basketball player. And that bothers some dudes. Whether you say it's mental illness and I don't know how you just snap back from that, being that you broke in a crucial situation and it was just basketball. Like, you just couldn't follow through or finish or whatever that turns out to be. So I don't know if he really wants to play with Ben. I think that could be another issue. But I'm done, man. Go ahead. I'm done.
All right. Well, I'm going to start off like this. I'm tired of hearing about KD, bro. Like, he like the Dallas Cowboys, bro. Like, every fucking time I look up, we talking about KD. Not just us, but media, period. I understand he top 5, whatever the case may be, but he stay in the media for good and for bad. Now, on the flip side of that, I'm gonna try to give him a little bit of validation. Hold on, my phone tripping. All right, yeah, I'm gonna try to give him a little bit of validation, cause something off of like what Darius was saying. Owners they make moves with or without you. You know what I'm saying? You might be hometown and they ship you on somewhere else across the damn country. So with that being said, I do like the fact that he can stand up and be a voice and say he don't want to be somewhere And if that's how he feel, that's how he feel. But what I'm saying is bigger than that to me. Where the validation come in at. You got 3 superstars, honestly, that wanted to get up out of there. Maybe it was something personal, but I'm thinking it's bigger than that. I'm thinking that it does have something to do with Sean Marks.
Mm-hmm.
You got Kyrie want to get out of there. Like, why would you want to leave KD? You know what I'm saying? You had James saying the same thing. Just like a toxic environment. You had Dragic. Some consider him like Tony Kukoc. He was world known for his hooping. You know what I'm saying? Where he from? So you got some serious professionals, not no rookies, not no 2-year players, guys that won championships, guys that are seasoned vets, all saying front office is on some bullshit. So when you top 5, I know Brianna don't like hearing that, but when you top 5, you can go wherever the fuck you want to go. My thing is they are going to water it down because they see that you being toxic. So the trade value going to keep on diminishing in my eyes because we got to get rid of you. The locker room is shitty. We got to get rid of you. You don't want to be here. You don't even like the coach. So we got to get rid of you. So it's going to be people giving you boo-ass trades. So the way he went about it, I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I think he could have left that closed doors. But I respect the fact that if you ain't happy, you want to move on because they'll move your ass on. That's all I got to say. I hope we're going to do to like November.
I feel you on the toxic environment. It could be the GM. It could be the GM. It could be. But I don't want to hear shit about it could be a toxic environment because it's an environment that you created. You asked for James. Right. Both of y'all did. Y'all recruited him to get there. He got there. He was there. He was cool until Kyrie was like, nah, I ain't getting vaccinated. Right? So he like, I'm bouncing. I want out. They let him out because he had 1 year left on his deal. KD won. He signed the contract. Right? 4 years. His opt-out probably ain't until year 3 or 4. I don't know. But he signed the contract. I understand why he signed the contract. He signed the contract because when's the last time KD had a full year of being healthy? You see what I'm saying? So I understand why he signed the contract, what he was really thinking like, well, I can secure this bag real quick. So even if I'm not healthy or if I'm winding down in my prime, I'm still getting paid and they're not going to try to, you know what I'm saying, hit me with that, well, you're not what you once was, so we can't give you, you know, $130 million or whatever that he would have been asking for at that time. So I understand why he signed it. But the fact is, you signed it. You signed it with 4 years and no opt-out. 1. 2, you really just, let's call a spade a spade. He really just wanted KD. KD just wanted Kyrie to get paid. He wanted him to get a long-term deal. That's what he said he wanted, right? They didn't give it to him because they're like, nah, he ain't that dude. We ain't
Can I talk real quick? So you saying KD made this shit up? He want to leave because Kyrie didn't get a deal?
That's part of it. I feel like it's still part of it. 1.
Please just let him finish.
Yes. 2.
She got so for you.
Yeah. I don't care if give goddamn. 2. They created this environment. You chose to go to the Nets, who already had the GM. You chose, both you and Kyrie chose the coach. First of all, Kyrie wasn't even thinking about Nash being a coach. The only reason why Nash ended up becoming a coach because he coached you as a shooting coach in Golden State. And you suggested him because Kyrie ain't know nothing about no damn Nash. So basically, you really kind of chose the coach. You like, hey, I want Nash and Kyrie like, all right, cool. I mean, we don't really need a coach, but I mean, we got one. All that bullshit. So all the stuff that you say you don't want, you chose in the first place. You can't be mad because I understand. I get the owners get to do whatever they do and they get to ship off players. I get that. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. But they can also just be like, nah, dude. And another thing, when do you get equal value for superstars? Ain't nobody ever got equal value for any superstar.
They got a pretty good deal for Rudy Gobert. Gobert.
I understand that, and I get it. But we all understand that they got fleeced.
Yeah,
right?
them boys overpaid for that.
Hey,
we all understand they got fleeced. So
they did it.
They know they got fleeced. I mean, after it came out, they like, well, we did it. I mean, come on, man, they got fleeced. So nobody else is really trying to get fleeced. Two, I think the owner thing is playing a part in him not getting traded because the owners is like, nah, bro, don't be giving up your power to just because he said he wanted to get traded. Like, nah, you got to hold on to that cat. My point is, one, I'm sick and tired of talking about the dude. Bruh, I have no sympathy for you. You chose everything that you got currently going on that you're unhappy with. The same, like I said in our group text, the same thing about LeBron. Y'all asked for Russell. Russell didn't work out. Hey, sorry for you, my boy. I ain't got no sympathy for you on that. And you know, LeBron, my boy. Don't give a good goddamn. Sorry, he on your squad. Ain't nothing they can do. They don't want to help you out, and they damn sure don't want to help KD out by sending him to some team. At the end of the day, he going to go into some team. They ain't got no pieces because they gave up all this stuff, all the young players for him, and he going to be sucky. So you want him to go on a sucky team? They ain't got no chance of winning the championship because he ain't carrying you to no championship by himself. Let's just be real. It's going to be another Carmelo Anthony situation with the Knicks. So what you going to do? Like I said, I'm sick of talking about this nigga. This nigga can go home for me and be cool and relax. I don't give a good goddamn. Just play basketball, my boy. I understand you wanna get out, but if they don't want to trade you, they don't want to trade you. Period. Brianna, the floor is yours.
Hold on. Before Brianna get the floor, I want to ask everybody a quick question. So, do y'all really think KD will hold out and do like a Megatron type thing and say fuck it? No. Like he's talking because he said, and I quote, think so. Them or me.
No, I don't think he would do that because, like I always tell y'all, KD is one of these dudes, like, he love to hoop. Like, that's what he want to do. KD just want to hoop. He want to hoop in a winning situation, of course. But Buddy love to hoop, man. And at this point, he know his time is limited. He know the injuries that he been through. So I don't think he going to waste no time just, like, sitting out. Because then if he sit out, man, you talking about opening up a whole nother can of worms, bro. Like, then it's gonna be ridiculous. But I don't think that he is that type of guy anyway. He love basketball too much to want to sit out a year or hold out or some shit like that.
I think sitting out is too much. I don't think he will, but he might. If he feels like it'll extend the back half of his career, if he can go somewhere and win. I think the Warriors winning really kind of made him feel some type of way. Like, I can't imagine how you just end up there, because none of that came out until after they won the championship. Like, you would think something would have leaked out or you'd have heard something before that about him wanting to get out of there. I just feel like it might have something to do with Kyrie not getting a contract because he thought they was going to be together for a while. But I understand the situation. Like, last year was just an odd year. Some things didn't fall your way. Kyrie didn't get paid. He had to pick his player option up. There's a chance he'll leave. But there's a chance he could leave even if he ball out next year and be like, man, I'm done. I don't want to play here no more and just leave KD. But I don't think
at some point, though, you got to stop giving these dudes excuses, man. Like, this has been 3-4 years in the making, bro. We can't just be like every year, well, this happened, and then, well, this happened. Because shit happened to everybody.
You can't hold COVID and the things that happened from COVID against, like, you can't hold that. That's a different thing. Like, so if you give this a 3-year run, there was the bad foot surgery out the whole year. They balled. James got fat to get traded there. Came back, was terrible, out of shape. James got hurt. Kyrie got hurt. They got put out. And then last year, there was no vaccine, and they had already opened up basketball and had played like the second half of the season. Long as the fans were vaccinated, they played regular basketball. And then before the season started, a couple of cities was like, hey, nah. we're gonna make all y'all gotta be. Everybody has to be vaccinated. Like y'all didn't care last year. Why is this year such a difference? I don't understand. They had to be. It's just these are all like very unique circumstances for what happened.
And guess what? Everybody else went through the same thing. It just so happened motherfuckers didn't have somebody on their team who was like,
I ain't doing it.
The vaccine.
Yeah.
But everybody went through the same shit.
Nobody followed through with it. Those dudes just didn't follow through with it. A few dudes said it. They was just, in the end, they got it though.
Right.
I don't think he sits out.
Everybody went through the same shit.
Yeah, I don't think he sits out.
You don't think he sit out, Chris?
No, he don't sit out. I'm not giving nobody no excuses. I can't pull. The thing that really irritates me is people want to give them the COVID excuse, but then when people won the championship, so just because you know what I'm saying people won championships during the COVID year, what that don't count now? Like,
what's
come on,
the
bro.
COVID excuse?
Y'all, people give them the COVID excuse, like, oh, COVID happened. So that, I mean, you know, COVID is the reason why they didn't do anything.
Okay. All right. Before we go down this road, bro, I want to make sure I understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is
right now.
Explain
what you about
let me
to
explain
say,
it.
What is COVID?
People
excuse?
give them the excuse that COVID is what caused them not to win a championship, right? But when other players played well during COVID, then they want to discount the fact that they did win the championship. And that could be either or the Lakers or the Bucks. Either one you want to say it, people to be trying to discount it because it was during the COVID year.
Bruh,
and then they said, that's because such and such.
You said I gave him the COVID excuse, like
I didn't say you gave him the COVID excuse. I just said people give them.
Okay, this is the reason I use the word COVID. Let me explain it in the way that I'm speaking. There's a pandemic going on in the United States of America.
Currently.
There's a vaccine for said pandemic that they made up.
Currently.
And a couple of states, not the country, decided that you were required to get the vaccine. That was not even for every basketball team. That was for a few teams had to deal with that. He couldn't play even if he wanted to unless he got vaccinated. He just didn't get vaccinated. I'm not blaming it on COVID, but it's a rule that only lasted like 6 months, bruh.
True. I hear you.
Like these are all things that happen. I'm not blaming it on sickness. Giannis won. The Lakers got a ring. They all count. The Nets didn't win. I'm saying the reason the Nets didn't win is not the same as everybody else's reason for not winning. Fair. That's all. Fair. I don't know what the COVID excuse is. There was a law. He refused to get vaccinated. He couldn't play by law, bro. I don't understand what the excuse is that I'm using. Because you said you.
No, I didn't say
you. I would have let it make it, but you said you. And then you changed it to y'all.
No. I was just saying in general.
Dude, if you want a ring during this time, it counts. A ring is a ring is a ring. Like,
yeah,
I think it was
that's how it works.
I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel the same way. Brianna, the floor is yours.
Okay.
She getting ready.
No. So, first of all, y'all keep saying you tired of talking about him, but we don't really be talking about him. Like, we talked about him when it first happened, and we just started talking about him again. This came up. We don't be talking about him all the time. That's number one. Number two, right? It is true. Yes, he did bring everyone there. So, I mean, it is an L that he has to take. I totally agree with that. It's an L that he has to take. But, like anybody else, like if my nigga is James Harden and Kyrie Irving and I get a chance to play with my niggas, yeah, bring my niggas here. I want to play with my niggas. Like anybody would do that. My niggas James Harden and Kyrie Irving. If I get a chance, yes, bring them here. I want to play with my niggas. It sucks that it didn't work out the way they thought it would, but I mean, that's the L that he has to take. Another thing is, I feel like with him saying that he's not going to play, it's either him or the GM and the coach. I feel like that was his way of kind of like forcing the hand. Like, it's not gonna work out for them. Like, you have like trade me, or it's gonna be issues in the locker room. The chemistry is gonna be off. It's gonna be fucked up. So now you gotta trade him. You can't give him his way, because then it's gonna be like, nigga, if anybody can come here and be like, they don't want to play with that nigga, then they ain't gotta play that nigga. This nigga got too much power. They can't give him that power. So they gotta get rid of him. And that's what I feel like him saying that he knew, like, I'm gonna get my way if I say this shit. But other than that, I mean, I feel like y'all some haters. Mostly Chris.
How am I hating? I'm just speaking facts. You just don't like the facts. You don't like the fact that we're spitting.
Mostly
just a
Chris.
It's just a fact. It's all true. You can't dispute nothing that we said.
Mostly Chris in the group chat, he was like, fuck KD. But...
Yes, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
But I mean, it's not like, I don't understand what you sick of. Like, he said what he said after the season was over, and now we talking about it again a few months later. Like, it's not like we just continue to talk about this man this whole entire time. We have it.
Brianna, you sitting up here acting like they ain't talking about this nigga every day. Okay.
They don't have nothing else to talk about, though. I mean, but there's nothing to really
and
talk
that's
about.
what I'm saying. Like, and then
but
we talked about
we
it. And
haven't talked about it.
We ain't talked about it on the show. So just to let y'all behind the curtain, we talk about it on the text message. We'll talk about it before the show starts. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, like, oh yeah, I'm just ready for them to wrap this shit up. I think everybody's ready for them to just wrap this shit up at this point. But that's what I mean by, like, I'm sick. I'm just sick of talking about it. I'm sick of hearing about it. Just do whatever y'all gonna do. Trade that nigga to Sacramento and get all their young players and do something out there. I don't give a good goddamn. Just do something. Damn. And I do agree with you. I don't think he can go back. I don't know if he can go into the locker room after saying some shit like that. Like, bruh, you chose Steven. You just walked in like, yeah, bruh, I did ask for your ass a couple months ago.
I do think that's cold against Steve, though. Like, you did, like, sign off on him.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It has to be something bigger than what we're getting against it, because it's something bigger going on behind the scenes.
Because his boy didn't get paid. I'll keep telling y'all.
I don't think that's it.
When did he come out? Wait, when did he come out and say that I want to get traded? Right after Kyrie signed it, he had to sign his
It would have been
deal.
different if Kyrie would have been somebody like Jordan Poole or Andrew Wiggins, who ain't never got no big check. I could believe that. Man, this nigga Kyrie done had like 2 massive extensions, bro, already. So I don't think it's that.
But this is why I'm saying that. Because if Kyrie, so after this year, say they don't, like, all right, we ain't gonna extend him or whatever. Then who is he like, bro? Who am I gonna play with? I'm here for another 3 years. I'm not about to be out here fucking around with Ben Simmons.
Perfectly lined up with Ben Simmons contract.
Yes. Hey, we got you Ben Simmons, and we gonna trade Kyrie and get you somebody else, man.
Right.
But what they telling him is,
but the thing is, if they trade Kyrie, they're gonna get somebody big as well. Like, if they trade Kyrie Irving, they get
you know who you get? Russell Westbrook.
No.
Really... Hey, Brianna, that's the only. They're the only ones that want Kyrie.
There's no way you can put that group back together.
Them niggas is definitely. He's definitely checking juices if Russell comes. Like, now I'm definitely. We've already.
Might sit out if they get
KD, I'm sorry, but we gonna give you these 2 dudes who cannot shoot.
If they pull Russ out, if I was KD, I'm sitting out. Like, I'm not even playing. I'm not even.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna BS with him.
Don't come for my boy. That's still my boy.
We can't even play that game, bro. That's not even cool or
Don't
fair.
come for my boy. That's still my dog.
Hey, ain't your dog.
Bro, that's my dog.
Ain't your damn dog. Anyway,
he had one bad season, and y'all just want to throw my nigga to the world. He had one bad season.
All right, between him and KD, who you riding with?
KD.
There it is.
That's it.
But that's still my nigga.
There it is.
Everybody taking KD over us, no question.
Brianna, did Telvin have any input on the conversation?
No, I was saying I didn't know what y'all was saying. How KD, I'm assuming everybody said that Kevin Durant.
No, not everybody said nothing.
Kevin Durant was wrong for him to say that you either have to fire this man, which I technically hired, or I'm leaving. Because KD was there first, and then came Steve Nash. So Steve Nash handpicked his coach.
KD,
my bad, handpicked his coach, gave this man a job, and then you're gonna tell me that I'm fired or I'm leaving? Like, who does that? What kind of stuff is that? That's like me hiring you and then firing you.
Yeah, I fire you. If I hired you, I could fire you.
You messing up this man's whole entire coaching career. I mean, he brought it on himself, but still, you signed the contract saying that you was gonna be a net for what, 4 years, the next 4 years. So you have to honor that contract.
I don't gotta honor it.
It ain't. I mean, your team suck, but you just gotta suck it up and deal with it.
They don't suck. Don't try to play that.
They don't suck, but all right, that's even more to the point where KD should stay. And he's basically crying at this point because even like no matter where he go, the next situation probably gonna be worse than this. Because right now he in a really good situation, so I can't imagine.
What's the good situation he in?
You still got Kyrie and Ben Simmons. Like it or not, they still top level players, and you're not going to go to a team.
Simmons touch the court.
You're not going to a team better than what you got now. It's just
he could go to a team better than what he got.
Ain't no team.
Who though?
Who? Remember, they still have to trade for him.
Nobody wants to make that trade currently.
Listen, Linda, listen.
And if you're really honest, nobody wants to trade for a 34-year-old, oft-injured superstar.
I mean, he's still like top level.
No. What I mean, trading your future, trading everything that they asking for, which is draft picks and players. Like, yeah, we want a young star and we want draft picks. Like,
I'll say if they didn't overpay for Rudy Gobert, KD would have been out of there already.
I agree with that. But sad part is you signed the 4-year contract, my boy. Sucks, but you did. Moving on from this guy. Moving on. So just a quick review. The NCAA USA Today top coaches poll, top 25 came out either I think it was yesterday or today. It was yesterday. And it goes as follows. I'm going to start from 25 on down. So it's the University of Houston, Ole Miss, Arkansas 23, then it's Cincinnati, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Wake Forest. At 18, it's Texas. They actually got 1 vote for the #1 overall team in the country. How? I don't know. Number 17 is the U in the Miami Hurricanes. 16, you got Pittsburgh, USC, Michigan State, NC State, Oregon, Oregon State. Then we go into the top 10. Top 10 goes Baylor, Oklahoma, Utah, Texas A&M. Number 6 is Michigan. 5 is Notre Dame. 4, Clemson. 3, Georgia. 2, Ohio State. And number 1, Alabama. So with these top 25 teams, would y'all switch anything around? Is there anybody in the top 5 that you like, they don't belong, and I will put this team in? Who you got? Who you got, Blair?
Take Ohio State out.
And put in who?
Wow, and put in Michigan. Why would I not say that?
And give me the grounds to put in Michigan.
We won last year.
Oh, that was last year. We talking about this year coming up here, sir?
We can't.
Like this year coming up?
Like nothing that has happened?
No.
Are we going on?
This year coming up here, sir? Like this year, like the next year, Aiden Hutchinson is no longer on your team, right? So like this year for this year's team?
It's all a guess.
It's all a guess.
The season hasn't started. Are we going on?
Okay, so
season,
you're putting in Michigan. Gotcha.
From
the 6th spot, and to what spot are they going to?
Number 2.
Oh, so you just
Ohio State is number 2. We just don't swap that around. We don't need to do it. We just don't swap it, brother.
Cool.
First off, only thing I got to say is, how the hell do Notre Dame keep getting these motherfucking kudos, man? Like, this is killing me. Bruh, I swear to God, Notre Dame ain't never won shit, nothing. They do the same shit
In
every
your
year.
life. No, they won.
Look,
it's not in your life.
I mean, no, I'm just talking about, like recently, bro, to any nigga in the past 20 years, nigga. They have not done shit. Every year they give Notre Dame this, oh yeah, it could be blah 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 blah. And then they end up
get the
not
benefit of the
winning
doubt. Right,
nothing.
exactly.
Fuck benefit of the doubt. Somebody else could get that shit. And who the fuck put Texas in the top 25? These boys about to get smoked again, nigga. Then when they move to the SEC, they're gonna get super smoked, nigga. They should have stayed in the motherfucking Big 12 where they was at. But I don't understand. They about to make these super conferences. They ain't gonna change shit, but teams who used to didn't be in the top 25 gonna be in the top 25 because now the SEC is gonna beat up on a lot of these niggas that's trying to join the SEC. So fuck Notre Dame and fuck Texas.
Period. Sean, anything? You got any problems with this top 25?
I necessarily ain't got no problems, but this gonna sound funny. I kind of agree with Blair to an extent. I will put Michigan at 5 and take Notre Dame out.
Thank you.
I will put them at 5 and take Notre Dame out. And he has a lot of good points, man. They did beat us. You gotta give them credit where credit is due. They did beat us, so you got it, and they didn't lose a lot of people.
Yes, they did.
Hold on. They lost some star defensive guys, but you gotta look at Ohio State as well. They lost their whole wide receiver core to the first draft. So you can't even just go off a draft. You got to just go off of what have you done for me lately.
And neither one of y'all teams is short on recruits, man.
Right,
Both
exactly.
Y'all got top recruiting classes.
I will put them at 5, and it shouldn't really be an argument, bro. They was in the show, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not in the show, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
they
I know what you're saying.
That was in the playoffs.
Show. Yeah. That's considered the show.
Yeah. So they number 5, and I would like for them to rag high all the way to the game. Why not? I'm rooting for them all the way to the game. Then we gotta kick that ass, man.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm questioning Clemson at this point too, man.
You'll know this year. You'll know this year. I feel like you'll find a lot about Clemson.
Quarterback still ukulele, right?
DJ.
Yes. Yes, DJ Uiagalelei.
Ukulele is the quarterback. Ukulele 2022.
That is terrible, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Listen. I'm a realistic person. So the only thing I would change, I would take Clemson out and I will put Michigan in there and flip-flop them. Because Clemson's how they performed last year, and they lost both of their coordinators, their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator, who is now at Oklahoma, actually, which I think he's going to do a pretty good job there. I will flip-flop them. I will take Clemson out and Michigan at 4. This is their last Clemson year in the
Big 12 or something like that. Is the Big 12? It's the Big 12.
Yeah, Oklahoma. Yes,
Texas at Oklahoma last year.
Yeah,
supposedly they have.
Oklahoma.
Nothing has come out as far as. Yeah, nothing has come out as far as.
Well, they didn't pay that money to leave, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They haven't paid the money to leave yet.
So they're supposed to leave this year, right? After this year is over.
I believe so. I think they're supposed to start next year. But yeah, that's the only thing I will pretty much change. But I do think Clemson is going to be in the playoff this year at the end of the day, because I do still think that they have a damn good defense, and I think like their quarterback is. I think he's better than what he showed last year.
Last year too.
Say that again.
They had a good defense last year too.
Yeah, a lot of their players got hurt. Some of their players got hurt, but they got some boys on the D line, man.
No way y'all showing this much love to Notre Dame, bro. You telling me Notre Dame top 5?
I don't agree with that. I do not agree with Notre Dame's top 5. But unless they make Notre Dame top 5, they can't go to the college football playoff. without being ranked so high. And they still riding high from 60 years of Notre Dame being good before TD came out.
Bullshit.
It was before TV came out.
Well,
So
listen,
Notre Dame was good.
We don't do that
during
for
those times.
UCLA in basketball.
It's the
Darius?
only reason they still rocking independent, bro.
guys,
That they can still be independent and play like really good teams.
we're going to
just-
find out pretty fast how
They don't
good
play
Notre Dame
enough
is.
pretty good teams.
No, they
Who-
do
what-
because they only need to play like 3, bro. And of those 3, they usually get smoked by 2 to 3 of those squads every year. And then the Notre Dame hype dies. It just doesn't die until the end of the year.
Well, they're not
It
going to
just
have
goes
that.
for a while, and then it
They
dies
take
at
on-
the end of the
They
year.
usually take on an ACC schedule though.
They normally do.
Not all. So they usually play like Michigan every year. They'll play like a lot of Big Ten people. They play USC. Like they don't play sucky
play
schools
Sam.
all year. They play some good schools. Some of those schools haven't been good lately. Talking about traditional college stuff, not most recently,
Mhm.
but some of those schools have been good lately. They're gonna play some of them this year. They're gonna
Mhm.
They're gonna play some SEC team this year. And
Nah.
if they do and win, no SEC
Ohio
on the
State.
schedule.
Game 1, fellas. 5 versus 2. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. So we're going to find out pretty fast.
Oh,
How
that's
good
the
they
number
are.
one
I
game.
hope-
That's the number one.
That's game one.
I hope Ohio State smoke the shit out of Notre Dame.
Well,
I
y'all
ain't
gonna be
even
hurt if
lie.
Notre Dame win. Super hurt if
Hey,
Notre Dame win that
if
game.
Notre Dame win, still fuck Notre Dame. I don't care.
But I don't know if y'all
That's just a
heard.
bad look on Ohio State.
I don't know if y'all
Definitely.
heard as far as like the Big Ten and their renegotiation of their TV deal.
TV deal.
I heard
But
they was had a near, but not an actual.
Bruh, they about to get
Yeah.
money. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up because I think the players are about to start sharing in some of this revenue. They should start sharing in some of this revenue with some of the players because apparently they just told the Big Ten just told ESPN, nah, we good with their offer.
Mm-hmm.
So how they're doing it is CBS, Fox, and NBC is combining for an offer to give to the Big Ten. And apparently the word on the street is NBC is throwing in $355 million to be able to show their games on Saturday at 3:30. So they saying the deal
Michigan
can
games
go
in
up
their
to $1 billion.
game times are very traditional.
Wow.
Bro. Like Michigan football
Why would I
game
give
times are very
ESPN?
traditional.
Why would I sign this deal with ESPN and get one exclusive game when I can sign with all these networks and all of my ranked teams can play all on the same day?
And
And I can
all
show
of those
all them
networks
shit.
have worked with the Big Ten before. Like ESPN is the
Mhm.
only one that's really not in there as far as showing Big Ten games.
Well,
Because ABC had the deal, not ESPN, for a long
listen,
time.
if
that's
you're
a little.
thinking about it, the only games that they're going to be able to show, because at this point they can still show Big Ten games on ESPN. Then when that goes away, the only games that they can show really is going to be SEC games, and that's it. You don't get that means you only have one region of the country, which is down south. Everybody else, the Big Ten is going to be in California, New York, Ohio, Michigan, North Carolina, like everywhere. Because apparently they thinking about getting North Carolina as well too. So that's gonna. First of all, that truly just sucks for ESPN if y'all don't come up off the bread. But goddamn, like that is a lot. They thinking about it's going to be $1 billion that they're going to be able to give to the conference. So do y'all feel?
Year.
Just a quick question.
It was supposed to be $1 billion a year, not even over the deal, life of the deal. It was supposed to be $1 billion a year for the conference.
Bro.
It was nuts.
That is stupid. Okay, that's just absolutely. I didn't even think that they was even going to approach that kind of money. That is a lot of money. Do y'all feel like some of the players? Just a quick yes or no. Do y'all feel like the players should start getting some of this money?
Yes.
They should have been getting that money. So yes.
Brianna,
Easily.
Yeah, Sean.
I can't say yes or no. I gotta have a little input to that.
Why not? What you mean? I think it's a yes. It's easy for me.
Yes, but it gotta be like a collective bargaining type thing, bro.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? Like a salary
Oh
cap.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, there ain't gonna be no.
You
There
saying
ain't no. Oh, this player. Oh, cause you the QB. Oh yeah,
Right.
you getting this amount or nah. Everybody getting a clear cut check
Exactly.
across the board because they deserve at least that. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna make more money like on their NIL.
I do
anyway.
believe like starters could get paid more than bench players.
I probably agree with that too because
But so like here's the deal.
You don't watch the game for the niggas on the bench.
No, you don't. And another thing is like all the money that goes to the school, you think more of it should get funneled to the players or they should figure out how to make the super sucky sports make their own money? Because you know, like football, basketball, and track, like like the core stuff is the stuff that generates the most money for like these schools to keep these programs.
I do feel like that, especially at these top level schools, they make more than enough money that they could allocate some just towards the athletic fund, period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But and once you get into that, you getting into, oh well, we should still get the bulk of it because our sport is generating the revenue.
Correct.
Yep.
So I just had to throw that out there real quick and just wanted to throw that out there real quick. Brianna, did you have any notes about the top 25? No, she's good with it. Moving on. So
what's your note?
My notes is Clemson still got the same quarterback from last year, so they probably gonna be boo-boo. And Texas got the #1 recruit, so they actually should be higher. What they was 25?
They were
Nobody don't give a fuck about that boy.
You talking about
he's a freshman. He ain't playing no snaps.
You talking about
His last
18, number 18.
His last name is Bang. So
the only thing I can say is if Texas is gonna be good, that boy at running back gonna have to win the Heisman for them to be good.
Facts.
I think Arch's gonna be good,
and
man. I just don't think they
like
expect him to play next year. Like I think he should be good though, bro.
We'll see. I mean, Texas ain't been good since I don't know when.
If Texas gonna be good, this boy, the running back, gonna have to run for like 2,500. I'm telling you, win the Heisman.
That's
and
fair.
he is that good, but he is nasty now. Don't get me wrong, he is nasty.
I think he's the best back in the country.
Everybody knows Bama gonna be #1, so even if the coach is mad,
Georgia about to repeat.
Hey, we'll save that for another day. But moving on. So we got to get into this NFL talk. We were having a discussion last week offline, and it just came up. Hey, let's make this a topic. Who is the worst team in the NFL? Who's going to be the worst team in the NFL? Who's going to have the #1 pick in the draft this time next? Well, not this time next year. Next April. This coming April.
Detroit Lions.
Worst team. The Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions and the Commanders.
Man, stop playing with the Commanders,
one team.
Bruh, he tripping.
What's your pick? Detroit or the Commanders?
One pick.
Detroit.
He's saying
I
Detroit.
knew he was gonna go with Detroit. That was the first word out of his mouth was Detroit. Like
it's gonna be the Dirty Bird Atlanta Falcons, man.
It's gonna be them sorry ass Steelers.
Man, watch
we got a quarterback. Who's the quarterback?
That's fighting words.
Who y'all quarterback? Because y'all ain't even signed them yet. We might as well tell them pretty damn well.
Big Jackson, that's what our quarterback is.
It's either gonna be the Chicago Bears or
could be them.
The Seattle Seahawks, bro. I think the Seahawks might be straight.
You gotta pick one, Blair.
And if I had to pick, see, the problem is like, so Matt Nagy's gone in Chicago. I don't know anything about this new dude.
Hold on, Blair. Before you say that, Roquan Smith
Just
requested
requested
a
a
trade.
trade.
Oh no,
out
I
of
know about
Chicago.
that. Like I know he want to get out. I'm gonna say Seattle, man, because they don't have a quarterback, bro. Like they don't even have. Like it's
Man, them
between
boys got
Geno
Drew Lock,
Smith,
man. What you talking
Geno
about?
Smith, and Drew Lock is like
Boy got Drew Lock.
in a quarterback battle in Seattle. The last time I saw Geno Smith and Drew Lock was like Geno was blowing the game and losing it for me on fantasy while losing it in real life.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I don't
shout out
I've
to
actually
TJ
never
Watt.
seen Drew Lock in a football game other than like a highlight of how bad Drew Lock is in a football game. Like I've never actually seen this dude play a game. He's that bad.
I don't
So like
remember
I feel
Pete
like
Carroll.
Seattle probably gonna be the worst.
I don't remember Pete Carroll having a losing season. Am I mistaken?
Yes.
Yes,
when?
he's had losing.
They
season.
just had one
They
last
just
year.
had a terrible one last
Yes.
year.
Okay, besides last year, wait, Russell Wilson missed half the season? Or he missed a
Man,
little bit
Russell
of it?
Wilson ain't been good since the Legion of Boom.
No,
They
Russell
still
Wilson
got Pete
hasn't been
Carroll.
bad. The Seattle
Seahawks has
haven't
been
good.
bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like
that's
Russell
what I
I
meant.
Wilson
wouldn't
has
say
been
they would
good.
be
Yeah,
the
that's what
worst.
he's
Seahawks
meant.
have been bad. Yeah.
That's what
They
I
ain't have
meant.
a horrible
Yeah.
season.
Okay.
If they would be the worst.
I just want to make sure. I'm like Russell Wilson ain't bad yet. Like dude is still on his fresh
Yeah.
QB legs on the
That's
30.
what I mean. That's not a bad take. Seattle, they definitely could be at the
Listen,
bottom of the barrel.
and that's where I was gonna go, but he stole it because I was gonna go with Seattle or the Falcons, but I had to go with Seattle because, bro, you got Drew Lock, bro. Come on, bro. And that's who
The
you
only thing they
That's
have
trying
is
to tell
DK
me.
Metcalf. Like they don't have anybody else
Who
on that
Atlanta
football
got?
team.
Come
Who
on,
playing
bro.
quarterback for the Falcons right now?
And that's why
Buddy,
they gave him
that
all
you
that
created.
guaranteed money. Because
Buddy
like
that you
they
created
paying
on your
him for
franchise
services
last year
rendered, bro.
is playing for the Falcons.
They don't expect him
Whoever
to
he
be a
gave.
top 5 quarterback, receiver in numbers this year. But they know in spirit, if they didn't have a sucky quarterback, he would be good. So they're going to pay him for services rendered. And if they're super bad and they get the first pick in next year's draft, they get in a quarterback, whatever that next dude's name is that shows up in college next year, that's the dude they're going to pick because they're going to have the number 1 pick in the draft. And they'll still have DK Metcalf. Dude, DK Metcalf is only like 24 years old or something like that, bro. Like, he's still on the front side of 25, and he got that ridiculous contract.
The Atlanta Falcons are so trash. Cordero Patterson is going to play quarterback.
Hey, man, didn't they get that Ritter dude from Georgia?
Yes.
Who?
From Cincinnati. Yes.
Who?
Quarterback from Cincinnati.
DJ Ritter, the quarterback that would play.
Who is he throwing it to?
Number 4,
Kyle
Pitts. Pitts.
That's it.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts.
So that's all you. That's what you got. I think he might be decent. I think he might end up being.
Hey man, all they need is a receiver that
next year
and runs a 4-3-4, and they'll be good. You
They
don't even
got
got to
rid
know
of-
his
they
name.
got
You
rid
just got to
of-
be out there.
They got rid of Russell Gage.
Because they drafted the dude that was the exact dude as Russell Gage. He just was like a rookie, just never played in the league before.
Never played in the league.
He had like the exact same dimensions of Russell Gage, speed and all that.
Falcons got a better chance playing Madden 23.
Sean, who you got, man? Who you got as the worst team in the league?
I got the Carolina Panthers, bro.
Hmm.
McCaffrey, you can't keep on him. Their game is trash. I actually kind of like the wide receiver core, but they don't have nobody to throw them the ball. Defense is okay, but going against Tampa Tom, I also think that not speaking on Jameis Winston, but I think the Saints will be all right this year. So I think it's gonna be a battle between them and their partners, as in the Atlanta Falcons, for the battle of the worst.
You don't think
Baker Mayfield gonna do his
play
thing
this year? Do anything this year?
Chris said Baker. I didn't hear who you said, Blair.
McCaffrey. I ain't worried about Baker. Christian McCaffrey. Because they win games without a quarterback. As long as Christian McCaffrey is healthy, they win like more games.
I see him. If I was to pick a number between 1 and 17, I think he might play 5 games.
You don't even give him over under 10,
man.
Damn.
Wait, 5. It's a wrap for him, bro. I think he about to hang it up.
Thing is over with like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, every year
sometimes they give their best years before they get a contract. So I feel you.
Yeah.
I guess. Damn.
But he ain't played more than he played like 6 games or something over the last like couple of seasons or something like that.
And
yeah, I can't blame Sean for that.
My guy.
Worst team gonna be the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, that was your fantasy guy, wasn't it?
So fuck him.
We're gonna have our fantasy draft pretty soon. Pretty soon. It's coming.
Of the season, bro.
It's coming pretty soon. But moving on. Next topic. Sticking with the NFL. Guys, another discussion we had offline. Who is gonna be the NFL Rookie of the Year offensive Rookie of the Year? Who's gonna be the offensive Rookie of the Year for this coming season?
Wide receiver, buddy. I don't know none of them dudes, man. Like I don't know names of rookies like that, bro.
What team?
How would I know? Who would suck his team? Like the Jaguars, so they got the best pick in the draft.
They got that. Well, not offensively. They picked Buddy from Georgia for
the
first overall pick.
Dude, the Sauce something.
Sauce Gardner. Defense as well. Offense. We know what your defense is. So offensively, you said the wide receiver dude. So
wide receiver, buddy. I don't know his name.
Buddy from Detroit. You can pick. My guy from Detroit. That went.
Who's the receiver? The best receiver to come out? Him. Whoever's supposed to be the best receiver.
Well, you had Buddy from Bama.
Buddy from was that the Mitchell dude that blew his knee out?
Jamison Williams.
Didn't he blow his knee out? That's Michi that blew his knee out.
No, Michi has cancer.
Williams.
Yeah, Mechie. I knew what he was saying.
Mechie got leukemia.
I'm terrible with the names. I got most of it right. That's my ball. Not bad, Mechie.
Jamison Williams.
He's coming off the knee injury, or he just tore his knee.
He's coming off of it. So he hurt it in the national championship, and they said he'll be back sometime early in the season.
I'm gonna go with him. Why not?
All right, Darius, who you got, my boy?
I got my quarterback, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
He'll be in by game 4.
That's what's up.
And the Steelers are going to steal a playoff spot, probably the 6th seed, not the 7th, 6th seed, off of Kenny Pickett and Deontay Johnson having a big year. So I got Kenny Pickett for my offensive rookie of the year.
You put some real thought into that.
Okay. Who I have as my offensive rookie of the year, I have Garrett Wilson for the New York Football Jets. I think that he's a receiver for that they drafted. I think he's going to be really, really, really good. I think he's going to have a fantastic season. I think I just think he's going to be really good. I can't say a lot because we're going.
You don't have nothing. You
don't I have some stuff, but I just hold off because future topics. But
I was about to say,
I got Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson on the Jets. Sean, who you got, my boy?
I got Sauce Gardner.
Offensive rookie of the year.
Doing offense first.
What? It went out. It did it again.
He said Chris Olave.
Okay.
Oh, Chris Olave. Okay.
Yep. And I got
Brianna has the Ravens rookie, whoever that is. She has the Ravens rookie on offense and defense. She does not care because she does not follow anything else but the Ravens. So whoever the Ravens got on offense and defense on offense and defensive rookie of the year, that's who she got.
Fuck the Ravens.
Fuck them Ravens.
I hate her if I ever heard one before.
If I ever hated on something, it would be y'all dirty ass.
But for defensive rookie of the year, Sean said Sauce Gardner. Blair said Sauce Gardner.
No, I did not say that. My defensive.
Oh, okay. Well, who's your defensive rookie of the year then?
Other buddy, that safety, the 6'4" safety, wherever he
went. Kyle Hamilton.
That's his name. Didn't he go to Baltimore?
For the Ravens?
Yeah, he played.
That
he went to Baltimore.
That dude.
I like that. I like that pick. That's a good pick. Woo! Sean has Sauce Gardner.
He's probably not gonna win it because it's probably gonna be like a linebacker or something. But
they said he been doing big things in training camp.
He should be, man. The Ravens picked him on defense, so he shouldn't suck.
Yes. You know, we got some pressure on us. We done picked the last 2 defensive rookies of the year.
Ain't no pressure.
So if you're betting, you might want to listen to us. Who you got, Darius?
I'll check this out. I do like Blair's pick.
I do too.
Kyle Hamilton. I'm not gonna lie, because he's jumping in the middle of 2 all-pro corners. It's gonna make his job a lot easier. I had a tie between my Sauce Gardner and Kayvon Thibodeau. In the end, I think Thibodeau is going to edge him out just because of the position. He's going to have more opportunity, and he's going to make more of a big impact. I don't think he's going to have like a crazy year like my man did last year, like Micah Thomas for the Cowboys or nothing like that. Michael Parsons for the Cowboys. But I do think he is going to be very effective and is going to be a diamond in the rough on a team that's probably not going to be very good. So I'm going with Thibodeau for my defense.
So I've thought about this long and hard. And I've gone back and forth. I thought about Kyle Hamilton. I thought about Jordan Davis. Hell, I even thought about Sauce Gardner. But who I end up landing on is Derek Stingley Jr. I'm going to go with Derek Stingley Jr. as the defensive rookie of the year. I think he's going to have a very good year. I think he's going to stay healthy throughout the season, and that's who I went with, man.
Nobody has no belief in Aiden Hutchinson.
Nope.
No, not for winning.
I said a lineman is probably a linebacker or probably gonna win it, but no. I mean, I figured one of the interior, one of those guys would probably win it because they get more action. Like that's usually why those dudes win it, because they get more action on the inside. I just like tall defensive players, so I picked the D-back. That's the safety that I know is supposed to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think 800 will probably win it. All you gotta do is get like 7 sacks. What's the number for Aiden Hutchinson? Like what? 40 tackles, 7 sacks, or something like that.
7, 8 sacks. He definitely rookie of the year.
If he's that dude, I can see him
he gets 7 sacks in his first year.
The D-back would be tougher to get to me than like an inside interior player. So linemen and linebackers already have like an inside. So I'm just picking for the outside. He should probably win it.
Yeah, I started to pick Thibodeau, but I was like, I'll just go Derek Stingley Jr. I feel like
everybody picked an outside guy. You could have picked the linebacker.
Yeah, I could have.
Inside guy.
I could have, but I just didn't want to. I really do think Jordan Davis is going to do some big things over in Philly. I'm just saying.
I do too.
But
I just don't think he's gonna be rookie of the year.
Right.
Defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, that's true. One last thing before we do Who's That Baller? I understand if y'all still with us. Thank you for sticking with us. So last week, ESPN did this list, who's the greatest ever at any position. They did the offense, and I read it off. And we had some debate on who we thought should have been number one of all time. So they do it as strictly as the position. So if it's a tackle, it's just the best tackle, period. Doesn't mean left or right. They didn't separate it like that. They did the best tackle, period, the best defensive tackle, period, so on and so forth. So far as the defense, and they just came out with it, I think, last Wednesday. The best edge rusher of all time, they have Lawrence Taylor.
I was about to say that's easy.
And the only other person that got a vote was Reggie White. And nobody else got a vote. And that was it.
Bruce Smith.
Hold on, give me 1 second. No, yep, that's also true. So one vote for each is Bruce Smith, and the other
Bruce
one.
Smith got one? Okay.
Yeah, Bruce Smith, and it was one more player. Is Darius's boy JJ Watt.
Hilarious.
Then they have as the best defensive tackle of all time, Aaron Donald.
Washed.
Aaron Donald is the best defensive tackle. You said Aaron Donald is washed? He talking about JJ Watt. He's on a delay. He went outside. That's all it is. The only other players that got a vote for the best defensive tackle of all time besides Aaron is Mean Joe Green.
Mean Joe.
Deacon Jones.
I said that.
Alan Page. John Randall, and Warren Sapp.
Hold on. Who was the best defensive tackle?
Aaron Donald.
Over one. Well, yeah, I guess over Warren Sapp.
Yeah. The best linebacker of all time. Who do you think they got?
Thomas.
They have Ray Lewis as the greatest linebacker of all time.
Ray Lewis, bro.
He is a 2018 Hall of Famer. He went to 12 Pro Bowls. He has over 2,000 tackles.
Yeah.
They got him as the greatest linebacker of all time. The only other players that get votes were Dick Butkus, Mike Singletary, Jack Lambert.
I
look at the numbers for Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis ain't no way you gotta look at the numbers, boy. Stop playing. Tell me.
I gotta look at the numbers.
Stop playing.
Bro.
Yeah, stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
Stop playing.
Derek Thomas, Bill George.
Don't be a hater, man.
Junior Seau.
Junior Seau, Derek Thomas.
Ray Lewis was everything a linebacker was supposed to be
at that time.
Yes, bro.
The only thing he didn't do great was cover, but he
Ray at any time, like for a linebacker.
Bro, he going crazy.
That is any time period, bro. Like that's nuts.
It's not even a debate. The guy that they got as the greatest corner of all time. I mean, this is not a debate.
He's Deion.
It's Deion Sanders.
They made it Deion.
Yeah, it was Deion Sanders. The only other people to get votes with 5 votes is Charles Woodson.
Champ Bailey.
4 votes is
Champ better be
Rod
on that
Woodson.
Rod Woodson
With 4 votes. I'm sorry, he had 5 votes. And then they have Darrell Revis. They have 4 votes. And then the other ones that they all got 1 vote was Champ Bailey, Mel Blount, Mike Hayes, and Night Train Lane.
No way. They gave Revis more votes than Champ Bailey. Come on, man. Disrespectful.
Barry Sanders made
That's how they felt, my man.
Positions, bro. Like
disrespectful.
Hey, I'm with you, Darius. I like
Champ.
I like Champ. I came front. I like Champ.
Why you got that look on your face, Sean?
This is some booty.
Hey. So for the greatest safety of all time, who do you think they got? I know this is gonna be a debate.
If it ain't Roy or Ed Reed.
Probably Ed Reed.
Maybe
Ronnie Lott.
Atwater.
It
Steve
could be
Atwater could have been a
Atwater.
good
It could
one.
be Steve Atwater.
It gotta
Ronnie
be
Lott,
Ed.
Ed Reed.
The greatest safety of all time. They have Ronnie Lott.
Oh, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with
If
that.
you feel some type
Ronnie
of way,
Lott was
Brianna,
that dude. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
on you. Okay.
can't
They
argue
got
with that.
Ronnie Lott.
They had
got-
a lot of good names they could have chose from, though.
It is 10 Pro Bowls, 63 interceptions, 8.5 sacks, and 192 games. I mean,
How about tackling people with hardly no finger?
yeah, and he did play. He did tell him to
Yeah,
chop off
man.
his finger
The
so he can go
pinky.
back in the game.
It was like the pinky and the index, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. It was his
Yeah,
pinky
some crazy something like that.
and the tip of his index. Like they cut off like this much of the pinky or whatever. Crazy. That nigga's nuts. But the only other players to get a vote are Ed Reed got 15 votes. Brian
Yeah.
Dawkins got 4 votes.
A nigga.
Woo.
Paul Kurtz, I don't know who that is,
How
but he
about-
got
That's
2.
Who the fuck is that?
That's old.
And also with 2 votes was Troy Polamalu.
Yeah, okay.
Then the greatest kicker of all time,
Justin Tucker.
Vinatieri.
no,
Vinatieri.
Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, I said Vinatieri.
That's true, but it's
That's
Adam
'cause
Vinatieri.
Tucker still just started basically.
Yeah, I'm like Vinatieri. It should be
Tucker.
Vinatieri.
Tucker
When
will
it's said and
probably
done,
be
it's gonna be
greatest
Tucker when it's
when
said and done.
Yeah, when it's said and done, it'll probably be Justin Tucker.
But then Vinatieri kicked for years. He just retired. Then who just retired?
Mhm.
Vinatieri.
Yeah, Bud kicked for like 24 years or something like that. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
Bro,
hard
you
to
can-
beat.
You can retire from a kicker at like 65 years old.
Yeah, you really play that long for real. The
Long
only
as you
other
don't
players
take
to
the
get
hits,
votes.
man, those dudes don't get touched very often.
You feel me? The only
That's
other
why they
players to
all
get
end up
votes
being the leading, like the all-time leading scorers in the NFL, be kickers, bro.
be kickers. Yeah, because they be playing for so long.
Because,
the
yeah,
only-
and they're a part of every scoring play.
Yeah,
One way or the
that's why
other.
that's why they always be the leading scorers in the NFL.
Yep.
Yes.
The only other players, Brianna, to get votes is Justin Tucker, Ray Guy,
Anderson.
and Morton Anderson.
Yeah.
I was going to say Morton, but I couldn't remember if that was the last name. I'm like, some dude named Morton, I remember, was around for a long time. But
Yes.
Vinatieri did it at the highest level with the Pats way too many times.
He,
Like,
he
Yeah.
kicked them
They
to,
did
he
some-
did
to
it with
win
the
Super
Colts, too.
Bowls.
Like,
Who
he
is the
did it with
Colts kicker?
too.
Who's the
Like,
Colts?
The Colts.
dude was fantastic.
Mhm.
He don't get enough credit.
Can't remember. Dave Akers.
Yes.
Is
They-
that Eagles?
yeah.
David-
Man, Dave Akers ain't touching
Not
nobody.
David Akers. No,
No.
no, David Akers. No.
He ain't,
no,
he ain't on this list at all, bro.
no, David
The
Akers.
greatest returner / special teamer of all time.
Easy.
You say anything besides Devin Hester, you crazy.
It is Devin Hester.
He not for his Ballot Hall of Fame though. So you.
Man, you crazy. What college you went to?
Oh,
Oh, okay. I was just
My-
making sure.
Coastal Carolina.
He
Uh,
went to the U.
the other
Oh.
players to get votes are with 6
Deion
votes.
Sanders.
Yeah,
Deion Sanders.
I knew.
With
Desmond-
5 votes is Gail
Desmond-
Sayers. With 3 votes is Brendan Mitchell. Y'all,
Mhm.
hey, Brendan Mitchell was a bad
If,
boy.
if Devin Hester
Dante
didn't
Hall
show
didn't
up,
get
it
no
probably
votes.
would have been Deion.
Yeah.
If Antonio Brown, if he played that position, maybe it would have been a big.
Well,
He was
a
nice.
better
He had a few
Yeah, he was
returns.
nice. He was nice.
The
He was a
only
better
problem with
receiver.
that is like if you're good at anything else, they don't let you return for long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mhm.
it's hard to be the best if you're like good at something else because most of those dudes not trying to play receiver and return the ball.
Yeah,
You only
'cause
do that
Devin,
when you're looking for like plays. Like I just need to be out on
Devin
the field,
Hester-
coach.
Devin Hester couldn't run routes for shit.
He
Hey.
was just fast.
Yeah,
Fast
he's one
and
of
shifty.
those, hey, put the ball in this nigga hand and he can make it do what it do.
Yep. The only other players to get votes, Matthew Slater and Steve Tasker on the special
Really?
teams. And that is going to wrap it up for the defense, all defensive team of all time. The
Got the
GOAT.
punter on there.
The punter they lumped it in with the kicker, so they had the only punter they had on there was Ray Guy, and we already know, yeah. And Ray Guy was that guy. Ray Guy was the kicker and the punter, and he's hands down the greatest punter of all time.
I ain't never seen it.
Nobody cares about punters.
No, they don't. They don't. But I think he's the only punter to be in the Hall of Fame, though.
Somebody out there cares about the coffin kickers, okay? Trying to tell you.
All right, guys. It's that time again. I have one baller. All right. One baller, and that's it. Let me get this together for you guys. There we go. All right. So this baller is a football player. All right. Yes, guys, if y'all not knowing, if you're not familiar with the show, it is time for Who's That Baller. If you did not know Who's That Baller is the game show, is when I give these contestants the accomplishments of said player, and they get chances to guess. Blair, you had a question?
No.
No, okay. Thank you very much. They have either they can do it together and they'll get four chances to guess. If they do it separately, they'll get, what is it, 2? 3? Yeah, 2, 3, whatever. Yeah, 2. 2. All right. So this baller played running back from 2004 to 2015. Okay. He stopped playing when he was 32 years old. His best season, let me make this big screen so I can see it. His best season, he rushed for 334 yards. That season, I believe he also scored 13 touchdowns. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he rushed for 1,500. I'm looking at the wrong stat. He rushed for 1,528 yards, 13 touchdowns. He had a total yardage with receiving was 2,334 yards.
What was his years?
The best that was 1 year. That was his best year.
Okay. I mean, what years did he play? I heard you say it was 32 when he retired.
Oh, he's played from 2004, which was his rookie year, to 2015.
4 to 15.
Okay.
I got a guess.
All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
That's not trash.
No championships.
No championships.
What's his most
I haven't
touchdowns?
even gotten into that yet.
Oh, go ahead.
I
That's
bet
all I
he
need.
All right.
It up, Leon.
Okay, so throughout his career, he rushed for 11,000 yards. He scored 69 touchdowns.
Mm. 2004 to 15.
In his career, his
2015.
receiving yards was 3,600 yards in receiving, 3,683 yards receiving, and 9 touchdowns, 9 receiving touchdowns.
His most touchdowns in a year was 15. I mean, my bad. His most rushing yards in a year was 1,500.
Was 1,500. The most touchdowns he scored in the season is 16. No, 13. I'm sorry, 13.
Oh, all right.
He is number 18 on the all-time leading rushing list.
Dang.
No, they do right.
Hold on. I can guess now.
Hold on, give me 1 second. He is two-time All-Pro, and he's a 3-time Pro Bowler. All right, are you guys going to do this separately or together?
We always do it separate.
Of course you guys do. All right, Darius, go ahead with your first guess.
I don't know. My first guess is Arian Foster.
That's a good guess.
No.
Damn. His accolades is somewhere in there.
Yes.
Did he win any championships?
Did he win any championships? No, he did not win any championships.
See, damn, that was a good guess. I'll take that one. I gotta hear some other guesses for I just.
Oh,
I got another good guess.
Steven Jackson.
boy.
Wait a minute. What did you say, Sean?
Um,
LaShawn McCoy. No.
I was gonna say Sean.
Now, Blair,
Blair
what did
said-
you say? What
Steven
did you say?
Jackson.
What'd you say?
Everybody
Darius?
say
Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson. Yes, Steven
Oh,
Jackson is that baller.
Oh,
Oh, second
He is
guess.
He is the 18th leading rusher of all time. That means there's only 17 men that had more rushing yards than he has had in his career. The person that you will definitely know that's right in front of him is Fred Taylor.
What's his stats?
Oh, his stats again. He's
No, I
rushed
was
for
talking
over-
to Bree.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Now you good. I would have given to you, but he rushed for over 11,000 yards in his career. And the year that I was speaking of, his best year was in 2006. Of course, if you do not know, he played for the St. Louis Rams and the Atlanta Falcons, and he had his very last year he played with the New England Patriots. But I mean, that didn't last long. He only played one game. So, but thank y'all for joining us. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate the new subscribers. I notice. I see y'all. Thank y'all for joining the fam.
Appreciate it.
But appreciate y'all for watching. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. Next week, yes, it's going to be a lot of football again because football season is here and we're going to be talking about it. And that's just what we do.
I have ballers, but we can do it after.
Oh, okay. We can do it offline.
Yeah.
But
get it in.
get it in. Well, go ahead with your ball.
Run it real quick.
Hey, you getting a special treat here now. We giving you some extra footage here. I'm not editing this video either.
Okay.
Straight dolo, straight out hot on the press. I'm a real podcast today. I'm talking about this about to go for like 2-3 hours. And y'all gonna watch it. The truck drivers. This is for the truck drivers. This is for everybody else that's, you know what I'm saying, that's out here riding, doing their thing, that's just listening to us.
Shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man.
We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see the time on it. Like, damn, 2 hours? Yes. You will appreciate this because you're not going to get this all the time.
Unmute it, Brianna. Unmute it.
If you need to.
This nigga done picked Lil Bow Wow and like
Right. What was his stats? And just like Mike.
He had 25 points.
Shut your ass up. You throw my dirt. I'm not. We waiting for Sean?
I don't know.
Sean,
I guess we'll wait on that nigga.
you.
What you gonna do? The one that you picked?
Yeah.
They can't even decide.
All right, he back.
That was your
No,
idea.
they can't.
This was not okay.
My fault.
All right, so we got
You
two
good.
ballers.
All right, what's the first one?
All right. All right, this is Telman Baller.
It's basketball or football?
It's a basketball player.
Okay.
Figures.
Go ahead, it's on you. You got it. You say you want to be a baller,
Hey, the first
Come on,
baby
brother.
y'all said it. What's going on?
What's happening?
So the first one, let's see what he got. He played from this is a very popular basketball player.
Man, okay, you ain't gotta do all that. Just give me stats, man.
He played 97, 98 seasons.
What?
What?
Listen,
So he was drafted in 97. When did he retire, bro? He was drafted in 97, retired in.
He retired in 98.
What?
Hey, this is going to be hilarious.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about,
that
too.
was later. That was later. Who is it?
They might get. He averaged 3 points per game, 0.4 rebounds, 1.8 assists.
Who am I?
He was a point guard.
Okay, that's it. That's all I gotta give that.
Wait, that's all
And
right.
from 97 to 98.
See, I wanted to
Who
say
is-
Jay Will, but I think
who-
Jay Will was like 2002 or something like that. Like,
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
is-
oh, is it Bobby Hurley? Not
No.
Bobby Hurley.
No, that's too late.
Is it Percy Miller?
No.
Hold on. Was he a
Percy D.
was he a first round draft pick?
Was he a first round draft pick?
No, he was second round.
Oh,
I don't know.
very
who the
popular
hell
basketball
y'all
player.
talking
This nigga ain't popular.
Gotta
It's-
be a neck injury.
Man,
or
you gonna have to
something,
give us more than that, man. Where did he go to college?
No, man.
What's his first name?
He's a very popular
Um,
basketball
He
player.
played for the Wizards.
Jordan.
No,
He said
I almost wanted. It was from 97 and 98.
Oh no, it ain't quite. No, it can't be
Oh,
Kwame.
oh. God Sam God.
Hey!
There
I knew
we
he was
go.
good. I knew it. I told you.
Yeah.
That
I
was the
told
neck
you it
injury,
was
right? That
gonna
was
be.
the neck injury.
Yeah.
I told you.
Monster,
Get
bro.
it.
Yeah, I knew
How you
Shaw.
knew? How you
Cause
knew?
y'all old ass. I knew y'all old ass.
I was trying to think like it's not because
Oh,
I was
yeah.
thinking Skip to my Lou. I'm like, nah, he played way more than just one season.
The only
Hell
reason I
no.
thought of like Jay Will, I thought Bobby Hurley got hurt too. Like, didn't Bobby Hurley hurt his neck or something like after
I
a year
think
or
so,
something like
yeah.
that into the league? Like, it had to be somebody that got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I had no fucking idea.
Yeah,
But
I
Jay
even think
Will
I
was
would not
like-
have gotten that
Jay
one,
Will
Sean. I
was
ain't gonna
like
lie.
2002, I think, with
Said
the
God,
motorcycle
Sham God.
injury.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I was
Go
just-
ahead, Brianna. I'm gonna have to find a picture of that nigga. I don't know what I'm gonna do. In that damn jersey for that one season.
Oh, there's pictures of him out there, bro.
In the Wizards jersey, though. That's what I'm saying. Like I gotta find it.
It's gonna be a Bullets jersey.
Oh yeah, of course. They're not gonna know. Kids ain't gonna know who that is, what that is. They're gonna be like, what is this?
It's what the Wizards used to be called.
The Bullets. You know, I got the hat.
Too violent.
That's what they say.
My person is basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He played from 1988 to 2005.
Damn.
Career points. He averaged 13.2, 3.7 rebounds, and 7.3 assists. He was all NBA second team, NBA all rookie second team, and NBA assist leader. Who am I?
Mark Jackson.
No.
I was thinking just along those lines too.
It's probably not. I knew it wasn't Mark's not enough assists. But
She said to 2005.
from
Did he win any
88 to
championships?
05.
No.
Didn't win no championship.
Shooting guard.
Point guard.
He got to be a
Yeah.
point guard.
Point guard.
Damn, if he
Point
didn't win
guard.
if he didn't win no
13
championships, he can't
points
be
with
Kenny
3
Smith.
rebounds.
It's not Kenny Smith because Kenny Smith won two championships with Houston.
88 to 05.
88 to 05. So I know it's not Mark
Oh,
Jackson because
no.
I was thinking Mark Jackson too.
John Starks.
Who?
John Starks.
No.
I'm done.
Dang.
That's a good guess though.
1 year.
How many points he averaged again?
13.
13.
And 6 assists?
3.
7.3 assists. 3.7.
7.3 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all his accomplishments?
I told you he was all
Okay.
NBA second team, NBA all rookie second team.
Second
NBA
round
assist leader.
draft pick.
What year was he assistant?
He was the NBA assist leader in 1998.
What did he say? What did Tevin say? What I think he said from the University of where?
You ain't said 100.
What y'all think? I'm thinking maybe
88.
would it be Rod Strickland?
In the second round? He wasn't even a first round draft pick?
No, he was the first time draft pick.
Oh.
Would it be Rod Strickland? No, I don't think it would be Rod.
I'm thinking more of Kenny Anderson for real. I don't want to go.
Damn, that's who I was thinking.
Kenny Anderson, yeah, that'd be a great guess.
I'm trying to think. 88.
1988.
I'll shoot it out there. Is it Kenny Anderson?
No, but I was gonna do him.
So close. Then one of y'all got the answer.
I got one more in the thing.
Got Sky away, but 2005 is what got me on that because he was
Chris, you gotta shoot out what you think it is, bro.
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson?
No.
88. Okay.
88 to 05.
Yeah, I forgot about the 05 part.
Yeah, that's what I said. 5 was killing me.
For like 17 years in the league.
Assist leader in 98.
He was an assist leader in 88.
It's not Tim Hardaway because we just did Tim Hardaway.
Oh, did y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 98, 98, 98, 98.
88 and 98 he led the in 98 he led the league in assists.
Yeah.
10 years in.
Okay. It's not Stockton.
I'm gonna just shoot it out because I have no idea. I don't know. Did he don't think he played until that long. Did he play until 2005?
Nah. No.
Man.
Oh.
Don't be scared, bro.
Chris,
only I wanted No, did I even do any?
I did one.
He did one. I did one. Blair took both of his shots.
Same thing.
You know,
and he was first round pick, and he was an all rookie team. And 98, he got the assist record. I mean, not record. Led the league in assists. 98.
I'm gonna just say it because I'm the only thing I don't think he started. He didn't play in 2005 though.
Just say it, man.
Rod Strickland.
It is Rod Strickland.
There you go, bro.
He played until 2005.
I'm like, you've been holding on to Rod.
I've been holding on to Rod. I'm like,
man.
I don't think he played until 2005 though.
He
did.
He played until 2005.
It was
we watched Point Guards, and so that's where we got Sham God and Rod Strickland from.
I gotta watch that pretty soon. That looked like it could be pretty good.
What
But
was that on?
I think it's on Hulu.
Showtime?
Showtime.
Yeah, it was on Showtime.
Oh, well, I should be able to watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But thank y'all for watching. Continue to like, share, and subscribe.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, happy birthday again to Brianna. Thank you for the ballers. Who's that baller? You got 3 Who's That Ballers this time. Next week, we definitely gonna be talking about some football. Holla at my mans. Making his debut.
What up?
We out this bitch. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.